just looking in terms of the gay marriage debate and looking in terms of just other stuff that's going on in the world, we know that we are certainly at a point. Well, first of all, I and others have said that we're certainly in the end of days. And again, nothing is new under the sun, and I know that others have said what I'm about to say, so I don't want to hear that I'm stealing people's ideas and whatever. Point being, as I said, others have said this, so if you've heard this before, don't stop me. You might need to hear it again. We're certainly in a day and age where morality has just gone out the window. On the one side, of course, you have gay marriage. On the other side, you have a load of hypocrisy from those like Bristol Palin and the other Palins. Here they're claiming to promote sexual morality. Then Bristol Palin gets pregnant out of marriage for the second time. She says, oh, it was a mistake. Somehow she and Dakota Meyer had broken off their engagement. And if you put the timeline together, well, okay, so they break off their engagement, then she says that she got pregnant, and she made a mistake, and she was really sorry. Sounds like someone not only got pregnant outside of marriage, sounds like she also cheated on someone, and now, of course, she is providing her 6-year-old kid and the other kid an unstable home, because now she's a single mother, and I even said this to my mom and my sister, well, if she was black, we'd be calling her a welfare mama, but hey, since it's Bristol Palin, she gets away with it, and they said, well, the reason she won't be a welfare mama is because she, has enough money and stuff. Well, fine, so, oh, we let the Palins get away with it, but boy, if anyone else did it, it's just amazing, the hypocrisy, and and I, unfortunately, I've seen this argument on the other side too, and people have said this, well, you can't be criticizing the same-sex marriage folks if you're not also criticizing those who promote other forms of sexual immorality, or at least excuse it. For example, in terms of the Duggars, how on earth can you condemn same-sex marriage if you're not condemning incestuous pedophilia, and also, of course, sexual battery? And of course, there's just a whole thing in terms of racism and anti-Semitism. For example, how can you be condemning anti-Semitism when you're not condemning, for lack of a better term, Arabophobia or Arabophobia, whichever it is? You have to say, hey, you can't stereotype either Jews or Arabs. And as I said, it's like both extremes are just suddenly, I guess, becoming all the more emphasized. And we are certainly, nothing is new under the sun. At the same time, we've reached, and it even says that in putting the New Testament, or what some would consider the H in Tanakh, Chadasha, and of course that's another discussion. However, just in terms of what I think both Christians and traditional Jews can agree on, and of course when I say Christians, I'm including Jewish Christians in that, what Jewish Christians and more traditional Jews can agree on, I think, is that we're definitely, and it says this in Jeremiah, that there will be a time as has never been for Jacob, and there will be a time of tribulation and what have you, although Jehovah will save Jacob out of the tribulation that's going to be happening, and I suspect that we are in this tribulation. And again, nothing's new under the sun. At the same time, we reach such a climax where things are being done like never before. And even in terms of Sodom and Gomorrah, for example, they did not have gay marriage. Even they, who said a lot, oh, this fellow comes here and now he plays judge. By the way, this is also another example where Lot should not have been criticizing them without keeping his own nose clean. For example, I mean, he even said, please don't do this. Here, I'll offer up my daughters, and you can do whatever you want to them. Just don't do what you're doing. It doesn't help that Lot, while condemning the homosexual activity, was offering his daughters up for rape. And so, I mean, as I said, we're definitely reaching a point where immorality is going up on both sides, and where all extremes are just totally being emphasized. Anyway, that's my point. Shavuot Tov. And I guess I'll elaborate more on the point later.